Gamer, the board game review show constructed by scientists so concerned about whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think about whether or not they should. Today, we'll be reviewing Barenpark, the board game about nudist colonies in the Europe... Baren? Right, it's about Oh. The board game review show about bears. Arr, not bears. Bears. Barenpark by Mayfair Games for 2 to 4 players is your opportunity to be your own bear baron, where you get to have your own plot of land and collect all of these different bears to create your own little ursine paradise. Now, how it starts off is everybody gets a little square board that represents a plot of land that has different icons on it. You've got wheelbarrows and little construction workers and bear pits and also these little cement trucks. And alongside those plots of land that you have, there's a big bank of tiles that are all weirdly shaped, kind of like Tetris pieces. And on your turn, you take one of these weirdly shaped Tetris piece tiles and lay it down on your little plot of land. And if your tile covers up one of those icons, then you'll get to do different things, depending on what icons are covered up, on your next turn. An example, if your tile covers up some of the construction workers, then you get to add a new plot of land to your bear park here and keep building and building. Now, the bear pits that are on your plot of land, you're not allowed to build on top of those. Those have to stay blank. If you manage to fill every little square on that particular plot of land, then you get to add a very special point tile that represents a bear statue that you get to put in the bear hole and get some really sweet extra points there. The first person to cover up all of the spaces on their land triggers the very last round of the game. Everybody gets one more shot to see what they can do, and then you tally up all of the points. And the person with the most points wins the game. Barenpark, it's a fun little game. It almost feels like a marriage between Blockus and Zularetto. Like, you've got the funness of being able to build your own kind of little zoo, but you also have to be aware of these really funky shaped tiles and where you're going to place them. It is a very basic game. It was pretty easy to carry on conversation outside of the game while we were playing, kind of thing. While at the same time there is a little bit of strategy there. You do have to think ahead. You can't just be grabbing high point tiles going, oh, this will be great, I'll get lots of points, because they're so weirdly shaped, you're going to get yourself in a corner later. So you really have to plan what you're going to do. It is a little bit solitary. Sometimes it felt like you were just playing a game by yourself. But at the same time, if you get too lost in that aspect of it and you don't pay enough attention to the competition that's around you, then it's really easy to just lose the game and end up getting too far behind and not what you need to do. So there is a little bit of competition there. There's a little tension there, just a little bit. While there's also that chance to just kind of play on your own and just talk to people. There are variations to the game that you can play that can help just kind of twist up things a little bit, vary it up, make it a little more interesting. We didn't get the opportunity to play any of those variations, so we just played the very basic game. And for me, the very basic game, there's something there, while at the same time it's not as maybe engaging as I would have liked it to have been. So I would say for this one, try it before you buy it. Once again, you've been watching The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter. And as always, we here at The Discriminating Gamer would like to say, God creates bears. God destroys bears. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates bears. Bears eat man. A woman inherits the earth.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
Should I fire a nuke?
Stand down, weapons.